Hello, my name's Ray Collier, the Driven Engineer. Welcome to Idiada in Spain, inside our workshop. I'm going to show you today something quite new, which is actually a specialised device. It's a viscoelastic measurement device by a company called Vesevo Mega Ride. So some really intelligent, professors actually from the University of Milan have made this device. And what it does is it characterises the tyre performance. It's a really accurate and highly specialised piece of machinery. And what it's capable of doing is understanding how much energy the tyre is capable of absorbing and then returning to the road. So we can actually characterise not only the compound, but the energy that the tyre is capable to transfer to the road surface. So we've actually created a specialised stand for this to completely automate the process. So I'm going to set it going now and then show you just how easy it is for us at the leading edge of technology to measure and characterise a tyre before we then go and test it on the vehicle for its performance. So I've set the machine running. It's doing this measurements in the background, but it's very simple. We input the tyre name in the specialised software and the amount of measurements we want to take. So in this case we're measuring 25, and then the device automatically pulls and releases the trigger and creates a characterisation. We then send this information to the people in Italy and they will then give us a full report. What we can also do is refrigerate the tyres. So if we're doing something with an all-season or a winter or a three-peak mountain snowflake tyre, one that you'd have seen in one of the videos where we're testing in Finland and where you will also see when we go and test outdoors. So if you're interested to see how we actually test these tyres in real conditions, please give us a like, a subscribe and follow on. And in the meantime, I shall give you a little bit of an update when the device finishes its measurements. The device is automatically finished. It can count far better than I can. So it's done 25 measurements. So that's 5 sweeps of 5, which is more than enough for the clever people at Vesevo Mega Ride in Italy to create us a really good characterisation map of the E1 and the TAN D, which are the most important characterisations for tyre hysteresis. And then I've got behind me a great big pile of tyres. This is inside our workshop. And all of these tyres, although they look the same, there's quite a number of differences in the construction and the material. So these are actually our test tyres today. So obviously we still need to do the on-vehicle testing, but we can do quite a lot of compounding work up front without spending significant amount of time and money really on road. But also really importantly is we can check, so we can go and make sure that the factories are making the tyres to the standards that they were in pre-production and throughout production. So in terms of conformity, it's a really powerful tool. And I know a number of the Formula One teams are now batch testing their tyres, and also they're picking the best specification tyres for their performance. So in terms of usefulness and general power, this tool really is up there. Not many people in the tyre industry have got one of these. You should all have one, but not everyone's quite as proactive and forward thinking. Anyway, I shall carry on, let you know how it's getting on. So it's quite a simple process now. This is the tyre I've just tested. So we have a handle here. This system is basically the trigger. So I will now just simply wind the device away from the test tyre. And this stand is the only one in existence. We made this in collaboration with Vesevo Mega Ride to our specifications so that we could get the tyres in, and their incredibly intelligent people then made all of the software to make this run. We'd made the hardware and they then made the electronics brains talk to the computer. We simply take the tyre out. The test is quite interesting because we're actually testing a number of tyres for a English company called Tyres, and this is one of their new, never been seen, so I'm going to have to probably blur these out. So we're going to put 3 different types of tyres through the test. So I've simply loaded the tyre into the device and the stand. Now all I need to do, I've already picked the location I want to measure. I lower the device down and I input the material spec. So this in this case is an RT and it's 1. I believe it's 1 or A. They're A. And then I click start. Very simple, very easy to use and very highly accurate. And that's what it's all about when you're doing scientific engineering. As we say, we're tyre engineers, but we're actually rocket scientists. We just stopped at tyres because it was a lot more fun. So there we have it. The device is counted down from 25, done its measurements for us. So I just need to load all of the tyres into the stand. So I've only got a few more to do. It's a very quick process. The guys outside have mounted duplicate tyres on wheels, so we're pretty much ready to go. The only thing to do now is put the tyres on the car and go and make them squeal and have some fun.